I'm meeting two friends here in the city. One is highly familiar with the city and the other is not. I need both of them to get to this location. Both of them are intelligent enough to get here, but they just have different levels of knowledge when it comes to the city landscape. Sound familiar? So instead of giving one set of directions and frustrating them and myself, I think they will need separate sets of directions. What do you think? By now, you see where this is going. Differentiating for skill levels is the same as giving separate directions to the same location, based on the person's familiarity with where they are going. While similar to the other types of differentiation, skill level differentiation is a little more involved. Let me show you what I mean. Differentiation using students' skill levels. So the purpose of the presentation, we want to clarify some terminology, highlight benefits, explain a sample process, and highlight keys to remember. So just to recap, differentiation is the altering of instruction to meet the needs of students. Student skill level. How do you determine student skill level? There are a couple of ways, and this is not an exhaustive list. You can use previous assessments, formal or informal, diagnostic data, student records, so previous state tests or local tests, data in the student records, observations, and analysis of student work. Any one of these data sets is sufficient in order to determine a student's skill level for a particular skill. So what's the process? It's similar to the previous differentiation processes with a couple of twists. So we want to identify the skill to be taught, analyze the skill performance data. We want to analyze students' responses for common error. So what is causing the students to remain in the skill level that they are at for the particular skill? If we address that in our instruction, we can avoid just reteaching everything. We can correctively instruct. Step 4, you create the objective. 5, create mini lessons to address each skill level identified. Step 6, and this is a twist, create a mini lesson for proficient students that introduces an alternative skill. The benefit for this is twofold. 1, students who have mastered the skill you're covering remain engaged, and 2, it sets the stage for the next differentiation because you're gathering the data points while correctively instructing the other students who have not shown proficiency with this skill level. 7, you determine the groupings. 8, implement the lesson. 9, administer a follow-up assessment. In step 10, evaluate student performance and reflect on your own teaching. Some keys to remember. Again, analysis and planning are imperative when it comes to differentiation. It also helps to break up the monotony of instruction. This is your chance to use creativity. So when you're creating activities for the below proficiency, not quite on par levels, you have the opportunity to create a variety of experiences for students. And again, this is not done for every lesson. It's not advised for first-year teachers. You want to, again, build that toolbox of resources so that in the future you can start differentiating on a more regular basis. And that is differentiation using student skills levels in a nutshell. We hope that clarifies things a bit more. Differentiation, no matter the means, is just a different set of directions to get students to the same location. Everyone, at some time, for some reason in life, will require a form of differentiation. So be sure not to project any negative connotations for students. This is the last video in the Differentiation Series. We will begin a new series next time. Please Please feel free to leave your comments and questions below, and don't forget to join the discussion. We hope your year is off to a great start, and we thank you for your dedication. See you next time.